Hello and welcome back to King's Aquariums. It's the wife, and we have just had our delivery of Myrmica rubra, or European fire ants, which are also known as common red ant. And we ordered these a few days ago from British Ants. And they sent it, they sent it yesterday afternoon, that arrived today. And so that's all good. And yeah, the queen ant is normally around 8-9 millimeters in length and can live for 5 to 15 years. And workers are about 5 to 6 millimeters in length. And they are also venomous and have a mild nettle type sting. And when these arrived, the test tube had cracked, which is why it's got tape on it to hold it together while they're moving out of the test tube into the rest of the formicarium that they've got now. So I had to be very careful moving them in because they'd all come out into their little bag they'd come in, and they were all running around in this bag, and that was quite interesting, quite amusing, shall we say, trying to get them out of that bag and in here. I managed to get the majority were still in the test tube, but some of them I had to try and get out with some paintbrushes and all fun and games that was, but they're all in there safe now. They've got a cricket and some honey water on cotton wool. So they seem to be, there's quite a few dead ants in the test tube. But I couldn't just move the live ants out and stuff, so they've all gradually, all the live ones are out now, I think. I haven't seen the queen yet, so we don't know if she's alive. Some of the live ones do keep going in there and feeding, doing something, so I think she might still be in there somewhere, but I'm not sure. And then, but yeah, it seems like they've been moving some of the dead ones out of the test tube and putting them in here for some reason, and I'm not sure why. So when I clean them out in a bit, then we'll have to get rid of them. But, they've been running around their tubes and in here. I don't know if the lighting's good enough for you guys to see. There's a few in there, all moving around, exploring their new digs. That's just got cocoa peat in, and it's all nice and moist so they can tunnel, but I don't think any of them have actually started properly tunnelling yet. They're just exploring, getting used to it. They don't move in straight away. Their survival instincts tell them, they've got to check it out, make sure there's no other creatures that live there that they need to protect themselves from or anything. And which is good. They'll soon move in there, I think. There's one now coming down this pipe to go into the all silicone, because we don't really want fire ants to escape. And then, well, this isn't silicone because obviously we have to move that to clean them out and everything. They've got a cricket, honey water on the cotton wool. I had to put that in their bag, and then they clung onto it, and then I was able to get them out easier. Another one there. When they obviously they're the same sort of thing as the other ants. They lay their eggs, they turn into they hatch out into larvae, and then they become a pupa, which the ants then feed them and stuff. They look a bit like little maggots, really. They're not maggots though. And then oh look, there's two meeting there. Hello. And then then once the pupa is all hatched out, they become obviously a worker ant, and then once they come out of the pupa, they are a sort of quite pale, sort of white, light brown, whitey sort of colour. And then as their exoskeleton hardens over the next few days, they become a nice reddy sort of colour. Reddy orange colour. But yeah, and then fire ants are excuse any mispronunciations here, polypodians, polygyn, which means during nuptial flights, sometimes up to 100 queens can come together and form a nest and lay eggs. And they have like these super colonies with different queens, and the workers will go between them all and help look after them and everything, which is pretty cool. And then a lot of ant colonies just have a single queen, and if they come across another one, they battle to the death, which is, you know, always good fun. Each colony has their own certain scent and that, but these guys can live with multiple queens. And they're also polydomous, so they can have lots of sites just for one nest. And then they can have, the average ant colony is about 10,000 ants, just for a normal colony of one queen. And they normally frequent forests and meadow areas. They, if fire ants find dead bodies in their nests, the undertakers normally carry them out away from the nest, and they'll just dump them somewhere around 3 meters away from where the nest site is. They choose locations at random and stuff, or sometimes other ant species like our Lazarus niger over here, they actually form cemeteries and bury their ants in like one part of the nest, or out of the nest they have a cemetery. There's someone's come out to say hello on their honey water. Yeah, and then they oh, hello. I'm going to check out the new digs, the new home. They're a very aggressive species of ants. If anyone, like anything, disturbs their nests, they'll go out and they'll just attack the creature to try and save and preserve their nest and their queen and their colony. Don't know if there's anyone else in here. No, there's a couple coming up here. I don't know if you can see them very well. All three, all running up the tube to go and check it out. And then they love live food. So when the colony gets a certain size, around 50 to 100 ants, you can give them live food like little mealworms, and they'll attack it. They sting it a lot to immobilise it, and then they'll eat it, which will be quite cool to see. They can also eat meat that's chemical and spice free, that's been cooked. So we give them chicken and stuff. And then apple and pears are normally quite popular. And they also, unusually for most ant species, they do consume pollen. So they are probably ants that are most like the wasps and bee relatives. And then they also farm aphids, which are those little like bugs you get on your plants that kind of they suck all the stuff out of the plants and secrete honeydew from their bottoms. The ants would like farm them on the plants, and they look after and protect them. And then when the ants use their little antennae to like touch the back ends of the aphids, and they then secrete honeydew, which the ants like to drink. Obviously, ants love sugar and stuff, which is why we have to do the honey and water, and the cotton wool and stuff. That gives them the energy to obviously do their run around tunnelling, looking after the queen and protecting and foraging for food and everything. There's someone in here. Going down. Looks like he's feeding something down there, so I think the queen might be in there, but I'm not sure, really. Guess we'll find out later as they become more settled, but I don't really want to disturb them too much, just in case. Queen's got some brood down there. We don't want them to eat the brood or anything, because they get stressed. Sometimes ants can do that, but quite rarely. So yeah, this is our Myrmica rubra ant colony. They're quite a bit bigger than the Lazarus niger, but I don't know if that's just because they're a more established colony than the Lazarus niger. I'll have to look that up. We'll have to do some more research on the Lazarus niger. But yeah, so they're lovely. But the Myrmica rubra, they also do, you can also get Myrmica rubida ants, which are large red ants, large fire ants. And, well, they're just big. the queen for them are normally 9 to 13 millimetres, and the workers are 6 to 9 millimetres. But their stings are more like a wasp sting, so you can get a lot of allergic reactions to them, and they're a lot bigger than these guys. And that we just thought we'd get these ones with a little bit less potent sting. There we go. See him walking down. Little worker, bless her. Having a look. Hopefully they'll start to tunnel a bit and stuff. Get more established in there. Someone over there. Yeah. So they seem to be alright at the minute, all walking around and stuff. We're just waiting to see whether we've got a queen. Whether she comes out hiding if she's in there. And then most of the ants are all out eating the cricket or the honey water off the cotton wool and that. So they all seem quite happy, everything. So we'll just keep you updated on how they all are, how they're going, how they're getting on and everything. Yeah, they all seem to be quite liking life in here anyway. I think that one's started a bit of a tunnel. I don't know if you can see, it's a bit unclear, a bit cloudy. Sitting in there, the camera doesn't want to focus. Oh, there we go, you see, moving around about there-ish. Can't see him now. Kind of, oh, there we go, coming up now. There we go. Bless them. It's lovely just watching them just all wiggle around and crawl around and figure out what they want to do. The two now there. Yeah, thank you for watching. And oh yes, they've got the back is covered in a bit of card, and then we put this bit down, which makes it nice and dark for them, which will encourage them to actually move in there a bit more, because their ants like the dark and everything. So that will encourage them. We want to see what you guys want to name our new fire ant colony and queen. So queen blank of the blank colony. So if you comment down below what you want to name the queen and the colony, then we'll draw out of a hat next week. That'll be the queen or the colony. We'll do a draw for the queen and a draw for the colony. Pull them out of a hat. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.